Alright, Robinson's tea room, afternoon tea with Olivia. Stay tuned with us, guys. Looks good. Despite some adversities in the background. Hey everyone. So we had an unfortunate afternoon. I will say, before I start this, the food was great. The tea was awesome. I've been there before, and I liked it, but unfortunately, today we brought miso with us. And let me show you miso before you are like, who is that? That's miso. And that's the place in the background. I'm not going to say its name because I am not sponsoring it. Anyway, she was in like a stroller, and the stroller is like the size of like a baby stroller. And immediately I come in, I say like, oh yeah, we have a reservation under Courtney. And the waitress like takes the paper and like runs to the back, basically. Like basically running. Like she was that dramatic that she was like running to the back. Anyway, then she like is like, yeah, sorry, dogs aren't allowed in here. And then we were like, oh, she's a service animal. Like we have this proper paperwork. Like she's literally like certified, like service animal, not emotional support animal, like service animal. Like she has paperwork, everything. Like they didn't ask to see it, not once. They just were like, oh, we can't have dogs, whatever. Then she's like, actually, like she goes to the back. They call the owner, I guess. I don't know. They said they call the owner. I don't know if they actually did, but right. I'll be talking to the owner. But anyway, and they, yeah, I'll be talking to the owner. But anyway, and then they are like, okay, you can sit here, and they put us like right by the front door, which is like super weird because it's like if you're trying to like conceal that there's a dog, wouldn't you put us in the back or something, or like in a better spot where like
so many other seats that were like not in the way of like people walking or the restaurant.
Literally, like
it just didn't make any sense.
It didn't make any sense. They put us in the most inconvenient spot.
Right.
So we put Misa like on the ground next to our chairs, and I had pushed her in like all the way, so she wasn't in the way of the waitresses walking at all. But then they still were like, can you just like move the dog and put her under the table? Like, first of all, she's a service dog. She's not like just like a little pet. Like she is there to support my sister and I, service-wise, disabilities that don't need to be said, right? And you know, it's like to say that she has to be under the table thrown like she's some sort of rat is kind of insane to me. You know, it's like that's like
it was crazy.
I just was like so disgusted. And then I'm like, when we were first coming in, my sister went to go put away the stroller in the car because it's like, okay, the stroller's not allowed. And as I'm like walking in, I'm like holding miso in one hand, I have all of my stuff in my other hands, and the lady, this like older woman, I think her name's Allie, so if you go there, her name's Allie. Anyway, she was like, move out of the way, I'm trying to walk by. Do you know that you could just say, excuse me? Like, I'm a human too, I'm a person, and like, I'm not a mean person, so I just feel like to be like talked to like that was kind of crazy. Like, and the fact that I've been there so many times and we spent like over $100 is crazy. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, like I said, the food was good. And then I guess, you know, we're like eating and we're just vibing, and then the waitress comes back, the one that originally gave us like the nasty looks, and she's like, so how is everything? And Olivia was like, you know, the food's really good, but I'm just a little upset by like the service. I feel like everyone's been treating us poorly because of the dog. It's like she's a service animal, she has paperwork, and she's like, I mean, I'm so glad the food was good, but like, I mean, and just literally like looks at the dog, looks up, looks at the dog, looks up, and then walks away. And then they send out a black person. They sent out a black person to be like, okay, well, you're black, so like maybe this black person can like help you. And then they're like, the person is like, no, like I totally understand, like I get you, but like, you know, we just never had a dog before. And I'm like, totally get it, service animal though, like it's illegal to not allow a service animal, so like craziest thing. And then they're just like, no, like we totally, like we get it, and they're like, you know, like we're so sorry, and like we'll give you free scones. And I was like, thanks for the free scones, but you're still getting a bad review, unfortunately. Like Google review is posted. And thank you for the apology. At least somebody could apologize.
The food was clear that when they sent out the black person, they apologized.
Yes, when they sent out the black person, apologized.
Both of the white women did not lead with an apology.
Yes.
They led with a, you are in the wrong, even though you're not.
Literally.
And I'm going to be mean.
Literally.
Like, let's just be clear.
But yeah, the black person apologized, and hey, no shade to them at all. They did their job, they did their big one. But so the other three white people in there are, yeah, I'm sorry, but no. But it's the fact that there's been other restaurants in here that Miso's been to is the craziest part. Sweet Mama's, Crazy Bean, all in the same area, and I've never had an issue. But yeah, so that's my review of Robinson's Tea Room in Stony Brook. I wouldn't recommend I would not recommend. I'm sorry.
It's
Look at this perfect dog. And guess what she was doing the entire time? Laying there and minding her business.
Right, literally.
Laying there and minding her business. She's literally so sweet, and she doesn't bark. She doesn't make sounds. She doesn't cry. Well, she cries a lot, but she doesn't cry in restaurants.
Right.
She's very well behaved and sweet.
Discrimination, ableism,
Yeah.
and racial.
Yeah, like obviously it was racist, but the ableism had me off the charts. I specifically asked the person that came to apologize to us, like, by the way, how do you accommodate wheelchair users? And they were like, oh, we have them leave the wheelchair outside and then carry the person inside. Insane.
Right.
Insane. Move the chair so the person can sit. What do you mean? In their wheelchair. What if they need their wheelchair? Like, that's crazy. What if they have to go to the bathroom? Then what, do they have to get carried to the bathroom? Extremely ableist. No, I wouldn't recommend this place on my worst enemy. Okay, I wouldn't recommend it on my worst. Like, if you're black and a woman, or you have a disability, do not go to Robinson's Tea Room. Thanks. Bye. After the discrimination we faced, now we're gonna have a movie night in because we're kind of scared that if we try to bring miso, things will get weird. So we're all just kind of vibing at home. Cindy's here now. Yeah, so we have popcorn again because we're like obsessed with movie theater food, but we didn't want to actually go.
Movie theater food.
Yeah, specifically, and we're gonna watch Yumi and Tuscany. So stay tuned.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I'm graduating. This is the homies. I have come to my graduation with me as someone who literally knows nobody. All I know is myself. Vlog, I'm feeling insecure because it's white and not blue, and everybody else is blue. Look. They're all blue, but not me.
Of Adelphi University, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Adelphi University, I hereby confer upon you, respectively, the degree for which you have been recommended, with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Class of 2026, move your tassels.
Did that, yo, hey. So now we're going to dinner at Fogo de Chao. I don't actually know where it is, but yeah, vlog. I took you guys along the way, kind of. I tried my best. We're here. I don't know where Olivia is, but she's back there somewhere. Okay, I forgot to record, but we're out to eat now, so this is everybody. So cute.
Courtney Camille Fawara,